Okay, everybody, we are sitting down to play Sentinels of the Multiverse. If you have listened to our podcast episode of Rage Quit Radio, where we are doing that, and I realize you probably can't see me. Hi, there you are. I am joined by Dave the Head, who is over here. Yep, and Ryan McAllister, who is over here. We're sitting down to play Sentinels. This is our playthrough for the episode of Rage Quit Radio, the podcast that goes the same way, and these will probably go up the same day, so you can stop the podcast halfway through and then watch us play the game. So, we're using just stuff from the basic set. For the purposes of this game, Dave is...
I am the Fanatic.
So, Dave is playing Fanatic. There you go. I am playing, basically, the female Batman, so I'm playing Wraith. And then Ryan?
I have got the Mighty Raw.
So, there we go. We are facing off against Baron Blade, the mad science in residence, and we will be fighting him in Megalopolis. So,
oh no!
Figure out at random here just which one of us will wind up starting the turn.
Really?
There's one token in here that says 25, and then there's two that say 1.
That's not me.
All right. So Ryan will be the first player among us, but of course in Sentinels the villain always goes first. So,
bastard.
Yep. So we start with Baron Blade.
That's why I shot him with my herpes lasers.
We will apologize. This card, you probably won't be able to read much of what's on the table, but this card is facing me just so that I can read everything as I run the villain. So Baron Blade starts the game with the mobile defense platform in play. He is immune to any damage as long as this is in play. It's got 10 hit points. If at the start of his turn he has 15 or more cards in his discard pile, the villain trash, then he turns on his Terralunar Impulsion Beam, and he pulls the moon into the earth and kills us all. So we need to do 40 or more hit points to him before that happens. So anything that would trigger at the start of the turn happens. He has nothing that does. Then we play a card from the villain deck, and it is Consider the Price of Victory. 1 shot. Each player discards 1 card. That is balls to see at the beginning of the game. Discard. Baron Blade deals each target 2 sonic damage. So we all have to discard a card, which is terribly unfortunate.
You might want to pass me a few tokens.
Yeah, we're gonna kind of keep these somewhere centralish.
Well, how about I just put a few over here and I can make my own change.
Go ahead.
You can have that back now.
All
right, so I take 2 points.
Yep, I'm going to do the same. That's going to put me on 23. So I'm at 24 hit points now.
Okay, so what I need to do here? Drop 2.
You take 2 points of damage. So, all right. And then he discards X cards from the top of the villain deck, where X is the number of hero cards that were discarded this turn. So 1, 2, 3 into his discard pile, along with this. So, awesome way to start. He already has 4 cards in discard pile, and he's almost a third of the way to beating us. So,
what's his ability?
His particular ability is
douche.
Yeah. At the start of his turn, if there are 15 cards in his discard pile, he wins. If he would be destroyed, we flip him instead.
Sure.
All right. So, and anything that would trigger at the end of the turn happens. There's nothing to trigger. So, Ryan, you are up first.
Okay.
So you can play a card, you can use a power, and then at the end of your turn, you draw a card.
All right.
Well, I have a question.
Yep.
Who wants to be a bright, bright, shining candle who burns at both ends?
It's an interesting way of phrasing something.
I have the ability to make you much more powerful, but you will be damaged.
Well, I have the lowest hit point total of anybody, so not should be me.
Well, I'm thinking maybe Ra, because Ra's power.
Yeah.
All right, what are we looking at here?
Well, I can't do it to my turn,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
you go ahead and do
okay.
yours. I just like to plan ahead.
Okay, so I can play a card, play
Right.
a power, play a card, and then draw a card.
Correct.
All right.
And you can do the power card combo in whatever order you want.
And you actually have a power on your card, too. We all start with one. So, for instance,
it deals one target,
2
2
fire,
fire damage.
Right.
All right.
Let me try this one because I'm not sure about this. Ongoing is a power.
Okay, so ongoing, you would go into play,
Right.
and it's going to stick around because it has the ongoing keyword.
And so now you have 2 powers to choose from to play one of them.
You are immune to fire damage now, and you can choose which of your 2 powers you want to use.
Okay. So now we've done that, and I can play another card.
No.
This is your card play.
That's the card to play. Okay.
Now you can use either the power that's on Flesh of the Sun God, which makes all hero character cards immune to fire damage until the start of your next turn, or you can use Ra's power, and Ra deals 1 target 2 fire damage.
Let's just use the pyre.
Okay.
This turn.
So the only thing we can deal damage to at the moment is the mobile defense platform. It's got to go.
Now, there is one other option that we haven't talked about. You can choose not to play anything and not use a power and draw 2 cards.
Yeah, you can draw 2 cards.
Okay. That's cool.
So.
All right.
But you would draw a card for the end of your turn.
All right. And that makes it my turn.
Yep.
So my ongoing card that I'm about to play is called Embolden. Play this card next to a hero. That hero may use an additional power during their power phase. At the end of that hero's turn, either Fanatic deals them 2 radiant damage, or I destroy this card. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on you, Ra.
Aha.
And for my power, Fanatic deals 1 target a melee and a radiant damage, so take that mobile platform base, and I shall draw my card to end my turn.
Alrighty. On my turn, since Wraith is Batman, it's all about getting stuff built up, I will play my micro-targeting computer, which will increase projectile damage I deal by 2, but I'm not going to actually be able to deal any damage this turn. So, I will instead use my power to reduce the next damage that I would take by 2.
All right.
And then I draw a card. So what's Megalopolis do?
Megalopolis, Impending Casualty. At the start of the environment turn, each hero may destroy 1 of their ongoing cards. This card deals any hero that does not destroy an ongoing card 3 psychic damage. At the end of the environment turn, 1 player may discard 1 card to destroy this card.
Okay, so the start of environment turn ability doesn't trigger on it because we're already past that, but if one of us wants to discard a card to get rid of that, we can. We can do that now because it's the end of the environment.
I will go ahead and sacrifice Divine Sacrifice because I like the joke of that.
Nice. Alright, so that ends the round, and it is Baron Blade's turn. He only has 4 cards in the discard pile. That's the only start of turn effect. And we get the Blade Battalion at the end of the villain turn, so that will happen here shortly. So, end of the villain turn, he has nothing, platform has nothing, Blade Battalion. Let's see, this card deals the hero target with the highest HP X melee damage, where X is the current hit points of this card.
Well, I have 28 hit points.
You have 28 hit points. So y'all get to choose between you which one of you wants to take 5 damage.
I will take it.
Alrighty.
I have a backup plan.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Then you're up.
Alright, so
Plus, I would really like for you to take that card and keep using it this turn.
this one here.
Yeah, and take a little hit.
Yeah.
So if I can keep you in the world doing double powers.
Now, the thing is, keep in mind, you cannot use the same power twice. So you can't double up on this.
Okay.
You have
I
to
didn't
use
know
each
that.
one. Yeah.
So I can actually go this one first, this one second.
Yes.
Or you could play another card from your
Or if you have
hand
another card that gives you a power.
That's what I'm... Well, it's not. It's a one-shot.
So one shots just happen.
One shot just happens.
Okay, so let me play the one-shot. Which side? Does it matter which side it
Yeah,
goes
you
on?
just put it out here for the moment. So, Scorched Earth.
Deals each non-hero target X fire damage where X equals the number of environment cards in play.
Okay, so you may not want to play this
Yeah,
because
'cause it'd be 0.
there are no environment
Okay,
cards.
I thought the
currently
one,
played.
even though it was there...
No,
because
no,
it
it's been discarded.
Okay.
So you may want to play a different card.
Alright, let me see here. Your equipment card, let's see here.
If that,
That's the Staff of Ra.
there's only one equipment card in his deck. If it's good, if you've got it, play it because it's good. So
Doesn't it give you a power?
it does. You regain 3 hit points when it enters play. So go ahead and get your 3 HP back. Increase the damage you deal by 1. That's why I put the token there. And this does give you a power. You can deal 1 target 3 projectile damage, but you have to destroy the staff to do it.
But doesn't it allow you to do something else after that?
No.
Okay. Some cards let you destroy something and then go search for another.
Right. The Staff of Ra doesn't. There's multiple Staffs of Ra in the deck.
Okay.
Alright, now we played that out.
Yeah.
Let's do...
Make us all immune to fire.
Yeah, I'm going to do that
Okay.
first. And then the second one is we'll do this again.
Alright, so, but now it's going to be +1, so it's going to be 3 damage. You want to do it to the platform or the Blade Battalion?
Remembering that the Blade Battalion will deal damage equal to its hit points.
Right. But we can't damage Baron Blade until the platform is on.
So which one do you recommend? More so, the platform or the guys?
Well, if you do the guys, I can finish the guys.
Fair enough.
Okay. So you do 3 to the Blade Battalion. They're down to 2.
Now, do you choose to destroy that card or take 2 points of damage?
I'll take 2 points of damage.
Okay.
All right. I'll handle that.
All right.
Here.
All right. Dave?
I'm going to go ahead and put my defenses up. Undaunted. Ongoing limited. Whenever exactly 1 damage would be dealt to Fanatic, prevent it. Whenever Fanatic would be dealt 5 or more damage from a single source, reduce that damage by 2.
Okay.
I will do my power of Exorcism, and Fanatic deals 1 melee damage and 1 radiant damage to the Blade Battalion.
All right. But the Blade Battalion now becomes the 5th card in Baron Blade's trash.
And I draw a new card.
All right. So on my turn, let's see here.
So he's got 10 more before he wins.
10 more before he wins. Let's see. Yeah, that seems like the thing to do. I will play Impromptu Invention. I draw a card. I search my deck for an equipment card, and I can either put it in play immediately, or I can shuffle my deck. So I can put it in play or in my hand, then I shuffle my deck. So I am going to...
I'm going to go ahead and clean that up while you're looking.
Yep, thank you. Let's see, what the heck did I just draw?
I don't think either one of us, any of us have any kind of enemy deck manipulation, do we?
No.
Visionary.
That's Visionary. Let's grab... I know what I want.
Well, you are, realistically, I've played Raw a handful of times. You are a fire-burning shotgun.
Yeah. I will...
So I just need to keep doing what I'm doing. And just take the damage and keep doing it.
What's really cool is some characters can convert the damage that enemies do. So, for example, if there's a way you can turn that radiant damage into fire damage, then you make yourself immune to fire damage. You take no damage and get to play 2 power.
So, I have pulled Razor Ordnance out of my deck with Impromptu Invention, and I choose to immediately play it.
And what does it do?
It is power. I deal 1 target 3 projectile damage plus 2 from the targeting computer. Will wind up making it 5.
So you're going to go ahead and do that now?
Well, I get to play another card.
Ah.
That's the other part of Impromptu Invention. So, let's see here. So, to playing my other card... I will play Trust Fund 1 shot, draw 4 cards, and then discard 2 of them. So that's 1, 2, 3,
not 2
4,
of
but
the 4
not
you
2
draw.
of the 4 I draw, but any 2.
Yep.
So I've already got a Razor Ordnance in play, so I don't need that. Let's see. I like that. I definitely like that. I like that. I like that. So I'll discard my Smoke Bombs. All right. And then as my power, I will use Razor Ordnance. My stealth doesn't go away until I actually take damage. So I will go ahead and use my Razor Ordnance to deal 3 damage to the platform. It's going to become 5.
Yeah.
So 5 to the platform. It's got 1 left. And that's my turn.
Are you ready for the environment?
Yep.
Hostage situation. Hero cards cannot be played. At the start of the environment turn, each player may discard 1 card each to destroy this card.
Okay, so essentially our next turn we're not going to get to play cards.
Unless one of us destroys
No, and
We
we can't. We got to wait for this turn to start again.
Yeah.
So we're going to have 1 round where we don't get to actually
So now it's
play
the bad
cards.
guy's turn.
Yep. So at the start of his turn, there are 5 cards in his discard pile. Nothing else triggers. Play our card. It is Living Force Field. Reduce damage dealt to Baron Blade by 1. So it's going to be harder to hurt Baron Blade when the time comes. Alright, nothing else happens with Baron Blade. It is your turn. You cannot play any cards out of your hand.
Alright.
So you have 2 choices, realistically.
Damn.
A, you can play some variation of powers, and then draw your card. Or B, you can just choose not to do anything and draw 2 cards.
Yeah.
If you do the second one, destroy the Embolden.
I actually think that this might not be a bad turn for you to just get some more cards in your hand.
Alright. So we destroyed this, is that correct?
Yep.
Damn.
At the end of your turn, this will be destroyed because you don't need to take damage for
And
an
I don't
ability.
do
behind
anything,
you.
so I draw 2 cards.
Yep.
Okay. I'm actually going to draw 2 cards as well because I don't have enough cards to discard for the environment.
Right. whereas I will actually go ahead and use Razor Ordnance to finish off the mobile defense platform because I just got cards. So hopefully this way, this next turn, we can start dealing damage to Baron Blade. So and I draw one card.
All right. So at the start of the environment's turn, we may choose to all discard a card.
Which I'm perfectly fine with.
Yeah.
I will discard Brilliant Censure.
Okay. I will discard my Suture Self. Which would...
Oh, rah.
I'll drop another Sun Staff.
Okay.
And so, at the start of the environment turn, each player may discard one card each to destroy this card. It happens. So this, we draw. Cramped Quarters Combat. Change the type of all damage to melee damage. Increase all damage dealt by 1. At the start of the environment turn, destroy this card.
So this is a universal +1 that's on everything right now.
You, the bad guys, the environment.
Yep. Alright, so there are 6 cards in Baron Blade's discard pile. Flesh Repair Nanites. Baron Blade regains 10 HP, which he has not lost any, so he can't go above his highest number. But
Well,
right now
that's
he has
nice
7
to know.
cards. Yep. Alright, it is on you, sir.
Alright.
Right now, you are +2 damage between Staff of Ra and Cramped Quarters Combat.
I can play another ongoing, right?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Okay.
As long as it's not a limited copy of something you already have in play.
Okay, it's not.
Okay.
It's imbued fire. Increase all fire damage by 1.
Now, keeping in mind that right now all damage is melee damage, so that does nothing.
Okay.
But that'll change when the next turn starts.
Yeah, change the damage type of the damage dealt by the hero targets to fire.
Oh. Well. Hold on. Change the damage type of damage dealt by hero targets to fire. So, we
Do
choose
I
the order
not-
things happen.
You know, it's a sad thing that we didn't keep that other card in play, because that's what I was telling you.
Imbued.
Imbued. Radiant deals you... I'm sorry. Fanatic deals you 2 points of radiant damage. You could choose for my hero to make fire, make yourself immune to fire. You'd have been taking 2 turns. Now, realistically, 2 turns would have been turning it, that one plus something.
Yeah.
Or the days that you just wanted to double down on a power. You take the 2. But yeah. Oh well.
No, that's pretty cool.
Yep.
So, that hits, makes it all melee. This hits and makes it all fire.
Heroes fire.
All heroes fire. He will stay melee.
Alright, so did I screw this up then?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Right now you're plus...
I can see what you're saying about the
Yeah.
1 card, and I started just to keep it and just
Eat
eat
2
the
points.
2. Yeah.
Wow.
You've played that, so
Yep.
now you get your power.
Now, what's the power on it?
You destroy it.
Destroy the card.
Oh.
Which could be useful if the bad guy is a fire
Immune to
type.
fire.
Yep.
Alright, so...
Alright, so we're looking at this one here does, what, 4 now with a +1 or 3?
Well, if you're using...
Because this is increased by 1.
Yeah, you're gonna have to destroy that for it to deal damage.
Okay.
So right now your basic power is 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, and I'll target it to him.
Okay, he's gonna be -1, so it'll deal 4 to him.
Good call. Now draw your card.
2, 3,
Thank you.
4.
Alright.
Dang.
So now, all of our damage is fire.
Correct.
Is all fire damage +1?
Yes.
Oh, sweet Mary Mother of Jesus. I'm going to go ahead and put the Aegis of Resurrection. It is a relic, limited equipment. When Fanatic drops to 0 or fewer HP, restore her to 10, then destroy this card.
Yep.
I will perform my Exorcism, which deals 1 target of melee damage and 1 radiant. I'm sorry. 1 target, 1 melee, 1 radiant.
Which now becomes 1 instance of 1 fire and 1 instance of 1 fire. So it's...
So they get +1 from the close quarter and +1 from your ability. So I just did 3 and 3.
Which will be 2 and 2.
Yep.
So... Alright.
So right in his doodah.
So it actually...
Now, question here. Because it says ongoing limited. How does that work? Does
It's
it go
going
away?
ongoing. You can't play another copy of that
Can't play
card.
it.
Oh,
Limited means you may only have one copy of that card.
Like, for instance, that card actually hurts me more than it helps me. Because I have bonuses to projectile damage, but now none of my damage is projectile.
sorry.
No. I can make it work. Alright. So, I am going to play Impromptu Invention. Draw a card. I may now start looking for another card, which I can immediately put in play, or etc., etc. Okay. So, let's get...
The funny part is the close quarter combat is going to destroy itself.
So I don't have to worry about doing Scorched Earth on it.
Nope.
Right.
Well, Scorched Earth is empowered by the cards that are in played.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it destroys them or not.
It basically deals each non-hero target X
That will
fire
probably
damage,
be
where X
useful.
is the number of environment cards in play.
Right. So it's powered up by the environment cards.
I will use Impromptu Invention to search my deck for a Mega Computer, which I'll put in play. All damage dealt by environment cards will be reduced by 1.
Okay.
So that's the entire environment deck is now reduced by 1
Nice.
when it starts dealing damage to us too,
Which
potentially.
it could.
Yeah, it could. I may now play another card. I will play my Utility Belt, which will allow me to use an additional power during each of my power phases. So then I can deal one target 3, 4, 5 damage. I'll choose Baron Blade. It deals 4. 1, 2, 3, so 4 leaves him with 6. Alright, so he now is sitting on 31 points. And then I will... actually, I'll use my second power to make myself take even less damage. So, I'm using the wrong tokens on myself. That's
Yeah, you
okay.
use damage dealt instead of...
Yeah. So, but anyway, that is my turn. I drew.
Alright. So, the environment card here, at the start of the environment turn, destroy this card. So that's gone. And the new environment card is Police Backup. At the end of the environment turn, deal 1 projectile damage to the villain target with the highest HP. Whenever a villain card would make a player discard a card, destroy this card instead. This is the end of the environment phase, so it's going to shoot Baron Blade for 1 projectile damage.
All damage dealt by the environment deck is -1.
Plus he already had damage taken minus one.
So, alright. So...
But the next time he makes us discard cards, he destroys that instead of us.
Right.
Good.
Alright, at the start of the turn, he currently has 7 cards in his discard pile. No start of turn effects. Devious Disruption. Each player may destroy any of their ongoing or equipment cards. Baron Blade deals each hero target X lightning damage, where X is 3, plus the number of ongoing or equipment cards remaining in play.
Frag.
That sucks.
Okay, so let's start with me.
Okay.
I'm not destroying crap, so that's 3 plus 2 is 5. However, when Fanatic would be dealt 5 from 1 damage source, it's reduced to 2.
Well, it's not just 5, because, let's see here,
Why isn't it?
because it's going to be the number of hero, ongoing, and equipment cards still in play total.
Oh, well then it doesn't matter because whatever y'all's are is still over 5.
Right, but that's also going to, so we're going to each take 5. Minimum. Okay.
Are you sure it's done that way?
Baron Blade deals each hero target X lightning damage, where X is equal to 3 plus the number of hero, ongoing, and equipment cards still in play.
Okay.
So I'm looking at 6.
So then I will... No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
10, 11, 12 at the moment.
So I'll go ahead and discard 1.
Frag.
So that makes it 11.
Okay. I was just reading something.
10, I'll get rid of the Mega Computer. And...
Now, let's be realistic, though. Hold on. We're going to take a pounding here. But he has no defense other than this damage -1.
Yeah, for the moment. That's
So,
absolutely
do
right.
you still have the ability to play 2 powers?
Yeah,
Do you have 2 powers that can attack?
I will.
Okay, you're going to do a big thing. I'm going to do a big thing.
If I don't get rid of any of it.
I would say get rid of Flesh of the Sun God.
Is that this one?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It gives all the characters immunity.
Yeah, but to fire, which he apparently doesn't have. So, I would say get rid of that one. And
just take the 6 plus whatever the card says. Because you have 3, 4, 5, 6 plus 3 is 9.
Right.
It's a beating. I get it. But we're going to be returning the beating. I think.
We got rid of that one. Do I need to go ahead and discard another one?
I wouldn't.
Or leave it be?
Is the +1 from Imbued Fire more crucial to you than me getting +2 to all mine?
No.
Trash it.
I would. So we're all taking 8.
It's good. Okay, so I don't take 8. I only take 2.
I take 4. Because I've been doing stealthy stuff.
And you do take 8.
Lovely.
All right.
Let me just break this 25 down for us.
17.
All right. That puts it on your turn. Because Baron Blade has no end of turn effects.
All right.
So you can play a new card.
Now, of course, the trick with Summon Staff is you blow that as a projectile weapon, then you Summon Staff and get it back. Which actually wouldn't hurt because it would give you +3 hit points. Which might not be a terrible play because it's going to deal more damage than your actual base power does.
Alright, so we blow this up.
It deals 4 damage.
Okay.
Which will become 3 on Baron Blade.
Alright. And then I use the one-shot summon to put it back in my hand.
I think you can go through your deck for it now.
No, that's Scorched Earth. That's the wrong one. There we go.
So go ahead and read it.
Search the deck for the Staff of Ra and put it into your hand. Shuffle your deck. You may draw a card. You may play a card.
Alright, so find a copy of the Staff of Ra out of the deck.
And the card puts it into play automatically. Doesn't it?
No, it goes into his hand.
Okay.
But he can play a card.
He may. Well, he also may draw a card.
Well, he draws a card, then he plays a card.
When you get done shuffling, you get an extra card.
Yeah. And then I put that card or another card in my hand into play.
Right.
None are going to play now.
So Staff of Ra, gain back 3 HP.
Can't beat that.
Alrighty.
Alright.
And then draw the card for the end of your turn. Alright, you're up, sir.
I will play Absolution. Absolution is a relic equipment that heals me for 1 when it comes into play. Power, select melee, fire, or radiant, and this card, as this card's damage type, Fanatic deals 1 target 3 damage of that type. So I will go ahead and apply, since we have no other bonuses anywhere.
Right.
I'll just apply 3 radiant damage.
Which becomes 2 because of the force field.
I will draw a card at the end of my turn.
Alrighty. So... I think this is 6 one way, half a dozen the other, but it keeps us from getting smacked around. So, okay, folks, we are back. We took a brief break for food, and because the camera crapped out on us. So, but when we stopped, it was my turn, and so we're going to pick up from there. Let's see here. So, Baron Blade. I can put out another power, but I can also make it so Baron Blade can't hurt anybody for a turn.
Well, Baron Blade isn't hurting anyone to begin with.
Well, something like Devious Disruption, it's technically him dealing the damage.
Okay.
So, I think I'll do that. So I'm gonna punch Baron Blade in the throat.
4.
It's gonna deal ultimately 1 melee damage. It deals 2.
Okay.
But he can now not deal damage for a turn.
Right there, the red one.
Okay. So target dealt damage this way cannot deal damage until the start of my next turn. So there is that. And then as my power, I will use Razor Ordnance, which would be 3 plus 2 from Micro-Targeting Computer for 5, which will actually be 4. So he has 21 remaining until he flips. And I will draw my card.
You ready for the environment?
Yep, sure, why not?
Paparazzi on the scene. Heroes cannot use powers.
Damn.
At the start of the environment turn, each player may discard 1 card each to destroy this card. At the end of the environment turn, deal 1 projectile damage to the villain target with the highest HP.
Which will deal nothing because of...
0?
Yeah, 0 because
minus
of...
1.
Yeah. Luckily, he does not heal as a result of that.
Well...
Actually, no, this is gone because I blew up the computer.
Oh, okay.
But yes, it's still minus 1 from the living force field.
Go ahead and do your...
Alright, there's nothing at the start of the turn for Baron Blade, so... And he currently has 8 cards in his discard pile. Slash and Burn. 1 shot. Baron Blade deals the hero target with the lowest HP 3 melee damage.
That's
no,
you.
he does not, because he got jabbed in the throat.
Sure.
Baron Blade deals the hero target with the highest HP.
That's you.
3 plus 2 fire damage. No, he don't, because he got jabbed in the throat. So that's all good. But now there are 9 cards in his discard pile.
And it's your turn.
Make turn.
Now, you have 2 cards in the environment.
Yes.
So that 1 card does at least plus 2.
Yes.
You can't use your powers, either one of them, though, because of Paparazzi on the scene.
Now, that being said, on my turn, I can destroy both of those if need be.
I don't think you need to destroy both of them.
No. It's...
Oh, it's an all or nothing kind of deal?
Oh, well, I can't destroy them on my... I can destroy them. I can destroy them, but yes, it's an all or nothing.
Okay. But you're up, Chief.
Hmm.
And we got 21 left on Baron Blade at the
Well, see,
moment.
this is it. I've got a great card here I was thinking about playing, but I'm not sure. Because, I mean, I understand what you're saying, because I've got 2 cards in hand that would
But
deal.
I can also destroy that.
Hmm?
It will destroy this, this, that,
No,
that.
these are equipment cards.
Uh-huh.
It does equipment and envoys?
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's fucking
So you destroy
unfortunate.
my equipment?
Your equipment has a keyword that I don't destroy.
Oh, okay.
I think. Do you have the word relic in your?
Yeah, he does.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll be safe. Just saying, I could get rid of it.
Alright, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put down Solar Flare. It's ongoing. Increase the fire damage dealt by Ra by 2. At the end of your turn, either Ra deals himself 4 psychic damage or the card is destroyed. And
But then you may not want to play that right
Yeah,
now because
'cause-
you'll take it right now.
Yeah,
And you won't be able to use it.
and you can't use the power off of it.
This is where all your damage turns to fire. I'm immune to fire. That's where that really comes into being. Because you turn your psychic damage into fire damage, then you're immune to your own fire damage. You get what I'm saying?
kinda. So I'd be better off playing against the environment than I would be to...
No, you can't do anything with it right now because what's it do?
It's like this right here. This
Yeah.
does you no good because it makes all of your fire damage plus 2. The only way you're going to deal damage is off your power.
And you can't
But
play your powers.
Heroes can't use powers.
Powers. Okay.
So
So
you might
I wouldn't play
something
that right
else.
now.
Alright.
If you
Gotcha,
don't have
gotcha,
something
gotcha.
else better to play, though,
Just pull 2 cards.
maybe pull 2 cards, yeah.
Although Scorched Earth
That's
will
the only thing
actually,
I've got.
will actually deal damage.
Sure will. I mean, what does Scorch Earth do?
It raw deals each non-hero target X fire damage, where X is the equal number to the environment cards in play.
So he'll wind up doing...
Plus 1 more.
Yeah, so he'll wind up doing 2 damage to Baron Blade.
So we'll just do the 1 shot.
Alright,
Okay.
so you discard it. You deal the 2 to Baron Blade.
Yeah.
And I draw the card.
Now, do you want me to destroy cards? But I can get rid of this one too.
So can I.
Well,
I can destroy that or that myself.
I can get rid of all of them.
Yes,
it
but
also
the problem
gets
is
rid of
it gets rid of all of them.
Yeah.
So
Well, I'm throwing. Well, I also lose one of my own. I don't really have much left. I have 3 cards, and I can't afford to discard cards.
Get rid of that -1 damage.
if he does, then it's going to blow up.
Everything.
Not everything, but it will neuter me entirely.
Well, I'm sorry, Mike, but you are married.
He doesn't get neutered till after he has a few kids.
Yeah. So anywho,
how are you going to destroy this?
I actually have a card that will let me destroy an ongoing or an
Sure,
environment.
but then you're not going to be able to deal any damage anyways because you can't use your powers.
Or I can destroy that because I would much rather deal with the -1 than not being able to use my powers. It's your turn, so you do what you think you need to do, but...
Can't do anything, realistically. So I'll draw 2 cards.
Okay. Well, on my turn, I will grappling hook. You may destroy one ongoing or environment card.
Hold on. Destroy that one. We can all discard a card to get rid of that one.
True.
Yeah, we can all discard a card to get rid of that one.
Do you have a card you can discard?
I now have 5 cards, so yeah.
Okay, well,
What
I
about
won't be...
you?
I mean, I can easily do it, but that means I don't deal any damage this turn. So I will destroy that.
Alright, so what is he up to now, Tim?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Good grief.
So, did you draw?
Yes, it did.
Alright. So, we all have to discard a card. So I'm going to discard End of Days. At the start of the environment turn, destroy all cards in play other than this card, character cards, and relics. Then destroy this card.
Yeah.
That's what I could have done.
Oh, I know. I know exactly what you could have done. And I discarded my throwing knives.
I'll throw up the solar flare.
Okay.
Whoa. What's Solar Flare do?
It's the one who's going to increase his fire damage by 2, but he starts taking damage.
Oh, okay.
I mean, granted, it does make Raw a beat stick if you keep it, because when you play it, you'll suddenly start doing 5 damage off of just your base power, but you'll be taking damage.
If you ever get the one that makes us immune to fire, I could use that one again. Alright, so let's read the new one. Hey, Cramp Quarter Combat. Change the type of all damage to melee damage. Increase all damage dealt by 1. At the start of the environment turn, destroy that card. This, however, deals 1 damage to him, and he can deal damage again.
Yes, because my turn is already coming on.
And it is the Baron's turn.
Yep, so Baron Blade gets Blade Battalion.
That gives him 5, right?
Yep, so whoever has the highest HP takes 5 damage.
I have 22. You have 24.
Yep.
So it's you. Even though I would prefer to take it.
Yep.
So I
you
get,
take
what, 5
damage. Alright,
Your turn.
you're up.
Okie dokie. Let's see here what we're going to do.
And the Baron has 18 left on him.
We're going to do one shot. Raw deals, this is Inferno. Raw deals 1 target, 3 fire damage.
Which will be 4 fire damage.
Yep. Raw deals up to 5 other targets, 1 fire damage each.
Which will be 2 fire damage. So who do you want to deal the 4 to?
The Baron.
Okay. So the Baron now has 14 left.
Mm-hmm.
Your 2 would go to the Blade Battalion. You have the option of
Yeah,
dealing...
what about the extra 1 from off of that too, right? Or did
Well,
you figure that in?
it's
You
3
figured that
plus
in too.
1,
Yeah.
yep. And then 2 to the Blade Battalion. You have the option to deal 2 to your fellow players, but I would suggest not.
No.
Oh, since it says up to. Alright. So,
Go ahead and discard your 1 shot.
well, yep. And then you have a powered you can still play.
We'll deal the...
That's 3.
Okay, so we'll do that against these guys.
Okay. So that gets rid of the Blade Battalion, and we are now up to 11 in his discard pile.
Okay, maybe I shouldn't have done that one then.
Well, do remember that did you add this one?
No, I didn't, so he actually has 1 less. And it would have had 1 on it.
It would have had 2 left on it.
Yeah, he did 2, so it would have 2 on it.
Okay. So instead of doing 2 to whatever, what is your damage? What does your card say? Your
does
hero.
2 plus 1 plus 1 is 4.
Do that to the Baron. I can take care of this guy.
Fair enough.
Okay.
So we'll just take off the remainder of that, yeah.
Okay, so 4 more total. That's going to put the Baron at 9.
Okay, and then I draw a card.
All right. So it's my turn.
Mm-hmm.
Fanatic deals 1 melee damage. You may draw a card. Fanatic regains 1 hit point. I
Okay,
do that
so-
to the blade people.
Okay,
it's
so
2
they're gone.
because of that.
So we're back to 11 now. Okay, fine.
Yep.
I choose to do 3 points of close quarter combat melee damage, which becomes 4 to the Baron.
Yep. Okay.
And I draw my card at the end of my turn.
Okay. So it is my turn. I will play Throwing Knives, which is another equipment card. And then I will use Razor Ordnance as a power. Deal one target 3/4 now regular damage, or melee damage. As my second power from Utility Belt, I will use Throwing Knives. Deal up to 3 targets, 1 projectile, now melee damage each. So that will hit the Baron. When the Baron would be destroyed, flip the Baron's villain card. He is now the Vengeful Mad Scientist. He now has 30 HP.
Golly dang.
Well, almost all the villains have a flip side.
Yep. When the Baron is flipped, restore his HP to 30. Then put the villain trash on top of the villain deck. Put all 3 copies of Mobile Defense Platform into the villain trash. So
one play.
And then shuffle the villain deck. He no longer wins the game by having 15 cards in his trash.
So now it's just an all-out try to beat him down.
Yes, and now he will actually start dealing damage on his turn every turn.
Which I'm ready for because I got the most hit points.
Yep.
Bring it on.
So it is the environment's turn after I draw my card.
So the environment, this card is destroyed because it says at the start of the environment turn, destroy this card. So that goes away again.
Yep.
We draw the new environment card, which says, Train, 10 hit points. At the start of the environment turn, this card deals the 2 targets with the highest HP 5 melee damage each.
Which means it will hit the Baron or us or what have you.
But not yet.
Yeah.
At the end of the environment turn, this card deals 1 point of damage to the Baron.
Yep.
Because police have bullets.
Alright.
Alright, Ryan.
Oh, nope. It's the Baron's turn.
I'm sorry. Alright, Baron.
Alright, so the start of the Baron turn, there are no at start of turn effects, so he gets his first card. Hasten Doom. Baron Blade deals each hero target 2 toxic damage.
That's it.
Yep, and then he plays the next card.
Alright.
So
I take 2.
I
You take 2?
2. Which puts me at 18. And then he plays the next card at the top of his deck, which is Backlash Field. Ongoing. The first time Baron Blade is dealt damage by a target each turn, Baron Blade deals that target 3 lightning damage. So we hit him, he hits back.
Crap.
But it is the first time. So if you deal damage to him more than once in a turn, it only happens once. So you're up.
How much does he do back?
3.
3.
This makes me wish I was first, because I could probably stop part of that. I still can if nobody gets rid of Backlash Field.
You may want to damage the train.
5, 6, 7, 8.
If you can get the train down to 6, I'm sorry, down to 4, I can have fun with the train.
Let's try this. I'm going to use Scorched Earth. 1 shot.
Which does what?
Raw deals each non-hero target X fire damage where X equals the number of environment cards in play. There's 2 environment cards.
Okay, so that's 2,
Yep.
3. You're going to do 3 to the train,
Yep.
which takes it down to 7, which I can take care of with my tokens.
Okay. You're going to hit the Baron for 3, which means the Baron will hit you for 3 with the Backlash Field.
Now,
Cool.
but when you use your power against him,
It's not going to... If you use your power against him, then the Backlash Field is not going to hit you again.
Okay, well, let's hit him up for 2 more.
Okay. It'll be 3 more total. So, 3 would put the monorail down to 4 for whatever Dave is wanting to do.
say again, I wasn't listening, I was reading my
Instead of hitting the Baron
We can
again,
either hit the Baron for 3 or he can hit the monorail for 3, which would put the monorail at 4.
That I would hit the Baron because you've already paid the price.
Would it make it easier if you
Let
destroy
me read what
either
I'm
way?
doing.
Let's
Let me
make
read
sure.
what I'm doing.
Alright, I'm going to draw a card while you're doing it.
Because we already know that you're dealing 3 damage, it's just a matter of to where.
Yep.
No, I can destroy. I can put the 3 on the train and do what I want to do. I guess it really doesn't matter one way or the other. I mean, either you get hit from the backlash,
Which I've already done.
right?
Hold on. How much damage will what you're going to do with the train deal? Because if it's more than 3, then he hits the train for 3.
It's more than 3.
Okay.
Then
I
hit
would
the
hit the
train.
train for 3.
Okay.
Alright.
Alright, so it's my turn.
Yep.
One shot. Destroy a target with 4 or fewer HP other than a character card. Fanatic deals one target X projectile damage, where X equals the destroyed target's current HP before it was destroyed. So I deal 4 to it to destroy it, and deal 4 to the Baron. And since I'm the one who hit the Baron, I take the 3 from the backlash.
Correct.
But
And then you dealt 4, so he is now at 22.
I will also go ahead and deal my 3 to him that is Radiant.
Okay, so 3 more. Alrighty.
And I will draw my card.
Alright. So it is my turn. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to punch Baron Blade in the throat. So I deal 2 damage to Baron Blade. Baron Blade cannot deal damage until my next turn, so Backlash Field's not going to hit me.
Sure.
Then I will Razor Ordnance, and I will hit Baron Blade for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And Utility Belt to use my Throwing Knives, which will deal another 3. So Baron Blade is now at 9.
Alright. Time for the environment.
Yep.
Impending Casualty. At the start of the environment turn, each hero may destroy one of their ongoing cards. This card deals any hero that does not destroy an ongoing card 3 psychic damage. At the end of the environment turn, one player may discard 1 card to destroy this card. Alright, so at the end of the environment turn, this person shoots the Baron for a point.
Yep.
I will discard Final Dive, which was the card that I had already just played to destroy the train, to go ahead and destroy this.
Can you do that at the end of the turn?
At the end of the environment turn, one player may discard 1 card.
Alright.
So I did.
Alright. So it is the Baron's turn. The Baron has no at start turn effects. Blade Battalion. So, at the end of the turn, Baron Blade deals the hero with the highest HP 3 energy damage.
Do you start?
He can't deal anything.
Okay.
Backlash Field and then Blade Battalion. Highest takes 5.
Alright, well I have 18.
14, 18.
I'll take the 5 because it gets reduced to 2.
Right. Okay. Your turn.
Alright.
We just need to deal 8 more damage to Baron Blade, which realistically I can do on my turn.
I was hoping that the cop would get the final shot. The police.
Yeah, well, if we want to leave him on 7, if we can figure out a way to leave him on 7 and let the cop kill him, that's fine with me.
How about Draw to the Flame?
What's it do?
It's an ongoing. Rod deals each non-hero target X fire damage, where X equals the number of villains' ongoing cards in play.
Which right now is just 1.
Just 1.
Right.
So he's going to deal it to...
Well, it's a power. He has to actively use it. But it would deal 2 damage to each of them.
And fair enough.
So.
Now I take 2 for the backlash.
No, because Baron Blade cannot deal damage until my next turn starts. So 2 and...
I have your 3.
Alrighty.
Alright, and draw a card.
Alright.
To you, good sir.
Shit, really? Where was this card at before?
Fanatic may... Hold on. Yeah, Fanatic deals 1 target 2 radiant damage.
Don't hit him.
Don't hit him at all?
Yeah, because I'll let the cop kill him.
Okay, well then I'll do it to the... Are you sure you don't want me to do 2 to him and just get him down a little bit?
I will deal exactly 5.
I think we should just go ahead and beat him.
Sure, whatever. I thought you just want to be funny and let the cop
I did want to be funny, but I want to play my cards too. So
Okay.
I'm going to do 2 to the Baron.
Alright.
I may draw a card. And I will...
The Baron is at 4.
Absolution the battalion for 3.
Okay. So it is my turn.
And he can deal damage
He
again.
can deal damage again. Let's see here.
This might be one of the best versions of this I've ever played.
Really?
Yeah, people have more than 10 hit points.
Well, in fairness, Baron Blade is considered the starter bad guy.
Well, I think the fact that we played the 3 heroes that came with him...
I will put out a stun bolt for reasons. My first action, I will use, or my first power, I will use my stealth to reduce the next damage I get dealt by 2. Then I will use throwing knives, which will deal 1, 2, 3 projectile damage to Baron Blade, because I do want to be funny and let the cop shoot him. So there's that. He deals 3, which becomes 1 back to me. And that's my turn.
Okay.
Environment turn starts.
At the start of the turn, traffic pileup. Players cannot draw cards. 10 points gets rid of it. It's got 10 hit points.
That's fine.
At the end of the turn, it shoots the Baron for 1.
And the cops win.
They really needed a moral victory.
Yes.
The environment deck usually is a real pain in the doodah.
It really is most of the time.
Finally drew the one card that was actually doing some damage.
Oh, Fire Blast?
Yeah.
My favorite thing was I had Visionary once when the train came up, and she can make the environment cards go where she wants them to go for some points of damage. So I was like, this guy takes 5. Okay. Now it's going to go against Mike's character. No, it's not. I take 2 points of damage to put 5 back on the Baron.
Whoa.
Well, folks, that is Sentinels of the Multiverse. You've just seen us get done playing this. Hope you enjoyed it. We will do this again sometime with some other games. Hopefully you will like to watch those as well. So if you want to see what we think of Sentinels of the Multiverse, then you're going to need to tune in to Rage Quit Radio. That podcast, when it goes live, it'll be the 3 of us discussing the game we just played and our thoughts on Sentinels of the Multiverse overall. So until next time, for Ryan and Dave, I'm Mike. We'll see you next time.
Good.